World-class Arizona. It's a very special kind of a category to be in, and Taylor Morrison Homes not only is considered world-class, but also Builder of the Year. The president of Taylor Morrison, Charlie Enix, seems only right, it rhymes with Phoenix.
Absolutely.
And Bob Thompson, who is the vice president of sales.
Yes, sir.
For Taylor Morrison. Talk to us, tell everybody about the origin and who Taylor Morrison really is.
That's a fair question, and actually it's one I didn't know anything about until I started with the company about 5 years ago, but Taylor Morrison's been around for a long time, over 125 years, and we've been building in the United States for over 75 years. And our legacy companies have a long history, not only in the United States, but in Canada. Our Canadian home building group has been building for over 60 years in Canada. So we've been around for a long time. We've been through recessions and depressions and great recessions, and we're still here and very excited to be here on the other side of tough times.
When you realize that there are mountains in Arizona that aren't 125 years old, and to have a business with that kind of a history. But why headquarter, Bob, in Phoenix? Why headquarter in Arizona?
It's just a great place, in the States. It's one of the biggest markets that's actually in the new home industry, and we thought what a better place to head up the business and corporate office was here in Arizona.
I think you're world class to begin with, just simply because you didn't give up during the last several years. And boy, you're booming now, aren't you?
Things are starting to roll. And I think that the great news is that there's still a lot of runway in front of us. Cheryl Palmer, our chief executive officer, has used the quote several times saying we're in the early innings. And I really believe that. We have a lot of runway in front of us, and particularly right here in Phoenix.
Part of that, your employee structure?
Absolutely. We do have the best employees in the business. And I mentioned Cheryl. I think a lot of that starts right there with her. She is an exciting and vibrant person. She worked from truly the starting levels in our business. She started as a sales associate out at Sun City West and has worked at every step in the organizations all the way to the very top.
Well, you are one of the employees. So what's so special about working as the vice president of sales at a place like Taylor Morrison, for you personally?
Gosh, Pat, it's just been, a wonderful opportunity for me. I've been with the company now almost 12 years, and, each and every year has been a better year than the year previous. And one of the most exciting things is watching how the company really is managed from the top down, and seeing, as Charlie mentioned, Cheryl Palmer, everybody just so wants to be like her. She's just a great person to, watch and learn from and try to mirror and be like.
And we're talking.
Yes, go ahead.
We're talking so much about her because if she was here, she wouldn't say a word about herself. So this is the only opportunity that you'll ever hear about our great leader.
Well, and I certainly hope that she appreciates that, particularly because of the fact that it assures you of future employment.
Of course.
The culture, though, at Taylor Morrison, we have all kinds of home builders, many of whom you've been associated with over the years. The culture at Taylor Morrison, what's unique?
Well, like you said, I've worked with some great home builders, and they are all unique in their own way. What makes our secret sauce, our special spice, so to speak, is that we really do believe in our employees, and that we empower our employees to make the decision at the level that needs to be made, meaning right there in front of the customer, they have the power to make the right decision. And that's really unique. One of the things about home building that's hard to get, especially as a big national company, we recently went public, and this is hard to understand, is that home building is a local business, period. You can't run it from some headquarters and expect to be successful. You have to empower the people in the field dealing with your customers every day.
Well, and you deal with the customers in some pretty unique ways because you're actively a part of the community in so many ways. But your charities also include things like giving away homes. I mean, would you explain that to me, please?
Yes.
I'd like to be on the other end of that.
Yeah, and several people here in our Phoenix market have actually been on the other end of that, Pat. It was about 3 years ago or so that Taylor Morrison decided to launch this marketing campaign of the Dream Home Giveaway, and the Phoenix market, oddly enough, has been fortunate enough to have two of those recipients right here, in the Valley. And you know, was an opportunity that a few years ago in the downturn of the market, we looked to generate a great lead base, and giving away a home seemed to be the best solution to that lead base, and yeah, was received very well over the last few years.
Names to remember when you're thinking in terms of world-class Arizona: Bob and Charlie, Taylor Morrison. I'm happy.